Hey.
What?
Hey.
So last week that didn't work. Y'all may or may not remember that. Wait. That wasn't last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We didn't have a show last week. That's right.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Ask John and April Live. You are with us right now in full effect. It is 9:01 Eastern Time, right on time.
Hey.
Ah!
Oh, hey. I act like I don't hear this every week. Hey.
It's the same exact song
What up, Mark?
every single time.
Hey, Horace and
Yeah.
Primo.
We got the folks in here. We got the chimes ready to chime in.
I'm moving
Primo.
my chair up to the table.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up, Horace? Mark, Jeremiah, what's the deal?
What up, everybody?
Ask John and April Live. We are here with you once again, and apparently Primo says that's
We
right.
hyped
You did
tonight.
not have a show last week, and he has a mad face. That is correct. Why did we
We
not
did
have the show
not.
last week? What did we do? We had like family time or something.
That was a
We
rough
had
day.
Yeah,
so,
it was.
you
it
know,
was. We
you
had some
don't
stuff
have to-
going on that day.
you don't have to share
Yeah.
everything. I gotta say that to John.
We
He'll
had good
tell
reason.
It all.
We had
Yeah,
good
we
reason for not
reason.
having the show last week. You know what I'm saying? Kanique, what's up?
Hey,
Didn't
what
make it to
up?
prayer meeting, so she's here tonight. Man,
Yay!
should we feel bad
mean-
about that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not good.
But we don't have you often, so hello.
Horace talking about no show last week, and I roll. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys.
Oh, I love you
Our
guys.
bad. We definitely did we make 7 weeks in a row? Is that when we?
Did we?
I think last week would have been 7 or 8. I don't remember. Whatever it was, we did a lot of weeks in a row. It was good.
But you know what? I like that we can just say, you know what? At one time we're like, oh goodness, we can't miss a week, and we
Right.
didn't for what? 2 years?
Yeah, man, that was crazy. I don't understand.
That was insane.
That didn't make any sense.
And
But this is good now. You know what I'm saying?
no, this is good. You have to be balanced.
You do. You know what I'm saying?
And the chimes stay with us.
Yeah.
We love y'all because y'all stay with us. So,
So where you at, Chimes? All right, so there's several of you on who have been in the comments already. Others of you need to as well. There may be some of you that are brand new, and if you are new to the Just John and April show, you can go ahead and just say newbie and tell us where you're coming from. Let us know where you're watching from if this is your first time. Obviously, we call you Chimes, which means you're supposed to chime in, but April says you're still a chime if you chime in at home with your spouse or your significant
Whoever.
other.
Chime in with
Whatever, you know what I'm
yourself.
saying? I want you in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. It's
yeah, come
fine.
on in the comments. But if you are not a comment person,
Yeah, that's fine.
you
know what
can
I'm saying?
still be a chime.
But at
You're
least
chiming
comment
in your
once
own mind.
and tell us where you are.
Wait,
You know?
chiming in your mind.
Oh, but come on, man. Don't try to
chiming
make
in
up
your
stuff.
mind.
That's not bars.
No,
That's not
Oh,
bars.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
almost.
Not this time.
I'm
know what
gonna come up with a nice little rap for that part. If you chiming in your mind.
You know how many chimes we're going to lose when you do that?
See, people don't know. I used to be a rapper back in the day.
I wish I had one of those boom, boom, ba boom, brr things on here. You know what
Wow.
I'm
So
saying?
you didn't like me and Golda's,
That was
we
not-
were a
that was not- that was not
rapping.
rapping. I mean, it rhymed.
rapping
The
group.
things rhymed. But see, a rapping group. See what I'm saying? This is how you know. We were a
That was
rapping
a
group.
joke, babe.
Were you rapping like gifts or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Seriously, Alien Men. Alien Men. That was our
Oh,
name.
my goodness.
Alien Men.
What a jam.
Alien Men. It was dope, y'all.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
I wasn't
a
there
rap.
when it happened originally, but she told me about it later.
No,
and it
I
was, you know what I'm saying?
rapped it for you.
Kanik said, "Dang, no support."
No support. And you didn't like you didn't like Alien Men's rap?
I mean, it was cute. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I'm gonna
Primo-
get Golda to come
Primo
on the
said
show.
no
so she-
bars.
wow, Primo.
He's just agreeing
Wow.
with me. That's all. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
because he's
Or
just
he's going like
just
this because
a-
he's saying I said no bars on the show. and he's probably
exactly
saying I should have
because
supported
he
you.
should have. That's
what
right.
he's probably
This is
saying.
supposed to be, thank you. Chiming all the time. Oh, chiming all the time.
They said chime all the time, not
Oh,
chime in.
sorry.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking
Chiming all the time. I'm sorry. Chime all the time. Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna get that going, Mark.
All right, so
thank you, setting up the bars.
So
Nick say he said cute.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly right.
Oh,
All right,
yes.
so I got a couple questions tonight before we get into the actual topic for the evening. We got a good topic tonight as usual. By the way, you can go ahead and share this with somebody that you think might need it, or somebody that you think might not need it. Just share it on your whatever. If you're watching on some Facebook.
Listen, if you're a chime, you need to share because it just helps.
Oh yeah,
it helps us
definitely.
Okay, so
but you want the conversation to be big and
That's what
to
I
be
mean.
going,
You
and
want the
you want many people
conversation
as
to
possible
grow. Yes.
to be impacted. So definitely do that. So. I got a couple questions though. About 5 questions I want to ask to April, but I'm asking the chimes really. I'm gonna have you answer it first, and then I'll have
we'll hear what the chimes have to say
in the comments. So these are Christmas questions. We got Christmas gifts and things. Christmas is coming up right around the corner. Let's see. What's today's day, baby?
Year.
Is it the 13th? Yeah, this is the 13th. So we are 12 days away from Christmas.
That's it?
Yeah, so on the 12th day of Christmas, so we're at that point, right?
Guys, I don't want Christmas to come and go.
Yeah, well,
I want Christmas to be all year.
I mean, that'd be cool.
It would. Like the
you
lights.
like the lights and stuff like that?
Maybe.
It's
I guess
not
it
as
wouldn't
special
be
if
as
it's the whole
special.
year.
Okay, so let's say I would love for the lights to go all the way to like winter's over. I mean, people do that. You know that, right?
Yes, they do now.
I mean,
they
don't
take
think
down
that
their
I can do
Christmas-specific things, but they keep up
the
their
lights.
other things that are
You can
wintry.
even keep up the tree. You just have to take down all the ornaments. You know that, right?
Right. I do know that. But
I
before.
I can't do that.
I know.
But I wish that I could.
No, that's not why. You know, you can't do that because I'm here.
That's not true.
Even if you liked it,
That's not true.
I'd be like, no.
What, you gonna go down there and take them? You gonna go down there and take them all down yourself?
Nope.
Exactly. So I can leave them up. I'm just not doing that.
Brian Goodine said, my pockets say that Christmas needs to be like 12 minutes long.
Now, I don't mean Christmas Day every day.
Right. You just mean the season. You
Yeah,
like the music.
season.
You
I
like the
the
lights.
music. I like the lights, the
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
You know, so it'd be nice if it could last all winter, which it does for some people. Actually, they keep their lights up all the way until summertime.
But what about places
Because they don't
where
feel like
winter's
taking them
mad
down.
long? I guess basically year-round in some place like Alaska.
Well, I mean, then it wouldn't apply there. They set it where they want to set it, and they could say after February.
Okay. I mean, I'd be down with that. I wouldn't want Christmas to go through February. I'd say once February hits, basically,
Okay,
go
all the way to
Christmas all the way to Black History Month, basically. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
I could do that. Yeah, you want to do
Let's
that
try
this
that
year?
this year, see what happens.
Yeah, right. I don't have it in me. I can't. Because I'd be like, why do you still have your Christmas lights up?
Exactly.
Really? But if you do the whole, because up here they do that. I've never heard of that until we moved up here.
You know,
that
people keeping their
lights on all winter.
right.
And it's a real thing, guys.
Right.
If you don't do that, if you
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
were making
that,
fun of them at first. You were like, what's happening?
I was like, what is going on? And then
Right.
I found out, oh, you take down the Santas, you take down the
Christmas-specific
Christmas
stuff. Right.
but you leave up the lights
Right,
until winter's
right,
over.
Right. Which is very interesting.
I don't know.
Okay, so the question I want to ask you, really 5 of them, are about your Christmas readiness.
Okay.
And I want to ask the chimes the same thing. So I'm about to ask April.
Well, you probably know these answers. If
I know some of them.
I don't know your questions.
I know some of the answers,
Okay.
but I don't know all of them. But I really want the chimes to chime in and to say the same thing, whether or not they've done it. All right,
Okay.
so I want to know, April, are you finished with your Christmas shopping? And chimes, are you guys finished? How many chimes are finished with their Christmas shopping today on December 13th?
Spells, no, honey. I haven't even started.
You haven't started? Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. We have not bought any Christmas gifts for
I
anybody.
thought we bought. Oh, that's true. We put Julie's in the cart, but we didn't buy them.
Guys,
They're
they're
in the
all
Amazon
in the
cart.
cart.
That's true.
We haven't bought anything. This is awful.
Okay,
We're terrible this year.
So my second question, Kenny says
Oh,
no.
so we're not the only ones.
Primo says
Okay.
I haven't started.
We're not alone, babe. I don't feel too bad.
So I kind of want to know. Kimberly
No.
Booker, nope, not at all. So I kind of want
love
to.
it.
I kind of want to know what do people consider like too close to Christmas? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you shopping all the way
Listen,
until it can come the next day?
it's
You know
too
what I'm
close when Amazon says that it's coming on the 26th. That's when it's too close.
Well, then you go out and buy it in person. That's the only time you go to the
Yeah,
actual
but
store.
You might not find what you need.
Okay,
you know?
Brian said he's finished. One kid, one wife, two pockets. If you didn't get anything, you ain't getting anything.
Oh my goodness, that's
man.
so funny.
Kanique says day of is too late.
Oh, day of.
That's
okay.
too close.
It's too close. That's true.
It.
25th.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If
But 24th is not.
24th is not. But that's risky though.
Of course it is.
24th is risky.
Right.
That's risky.
Because by the 24th, you're expecting that either there's not going to be anything left of the stuff that you're looking for, or all the other procrastinators are going to be out there with you, and they're going to be fighting with each other.
That's actually really funny that this many people haven't. I don't feel bad anymore.
Okay, so here's my second question. It's kind of related.
Mm-hmm.
Does Christmas shopping stress you out? Chime, same thing. Do you get stressed from Christmas shopping?
I think it stresses me out when I wait too late. You know.
Okay.
I'm shopping on the 24th usually. That's crazy.
and Mark says, I didn't start with anyone else.
Oh.
What does that mean? Are you saying you bought your own stuff for Christmas, but you didn't buy anybody? So Chris, and by the way, that's what we do, by the way. Everybody buys themselves a little something at Christmas time. So maybe Mark has done his own shopping for himself. You know what I'm saying? So you're shopping on the 24th, Primo.
Okay.
Too late is when it's their birthday. Until then, blame it on shipping. Oh my
that's
goodness,
hilarious.
That's hilarious.
No,
okay, do you get
do
stressed?
Get stressed if it is if I'm cutting it close, where it says, the gift is not coming to the 24th.
Okay.
And it starts getting risky.
Right.
That's when I'm like, oh no, because you're not trying to get it where the person don't get the gift on the day, and you got to put a picture in a box.
Right.
This is what's coming.
Right. Yeah.
Like I've had to do that before, and I don't like that.
I've had to do that before too, but never for Christmas. I've done that before with other things. Like one time I did it for your birthday, but it was something that was just like crazy long shipping. It wasn't like procrastination or anything. You know what I'm saying? It was just a crazy situation. Or there was one time where I bought you something. It was supposed to come on time, but it didn't. Mm-hmm. So I had to do the whole, picture thing. But that's lame.
I think I get stressed shopping for you.
Do you?
Let me tell y'all why. I'm gonna just reveal something about this man next to me. What he will do is he'll have a list of things that he wants.
Right.
A few things. And then he goes out and he buys them all for himself.
When?
John, you do it every year.
No, I don't.
He even does it when his birthday time comes around. I really want this. I really want that. Then he'll go buy it. And then you're like, you can't say, don't buy that because I'm going to get it. So you have to sit there and just listen to him.
You could just say that. I don't need to be surprised.
You don't want to be surprised?
I don't need to be surprised.
You're such a
Surprise,
liar.
surprise.
Surprise, surprise. You're such a liar, babe. You know you want to be surprised. Anyway.
Primo says to live stress, I ask loved ones to give me the list of options and I choose from that list. I do the same thing.
Yeah, we do the same thing.
But
and the stress is not about what to get them, except for this dude over here. But
I didn't buy anything on my list this year.
I don't know that. Sometimes you don't even tell me. It just show up. I'll be like, look what I got. And I'm like, wasn't that on your list? Like what? Like why? Like I don't understand. Why do you make a list?
Kanique says, no, I just don't make it such a big deal. These kids got all they need. Whatever they get is icing on top.
Honey, you are so right. Okay. So true.
Primo said his daughter just texted her list 5 seconds ago.
Wow.
So he can't shop early. You know what I'm saying? Catherine says, my husband does the same thing, Lord.
Yes, that is so...
So Catherine, you actually believe her? Excuse me.
Yes.
Catherine?
John,
not Catherine.
but
Catherine.
Why are
you actually believe her?
Why are you not telling the truth to the chimes?
I don't know.
We're supposed to be transparent.
I don't know if that's true or
and
not.
honest and vulnerable.
Mark says
it
can be stressful if you're trying to get gifts for everyone in your life, work, school, neighborhood, family, etc. Yeah,
that is very true.
I don't do that.
No.
Catherine says she does.
Thank you.
She does believe
yes, she believes me because it's true.
It may be.
You know?
I can neither confirm nor deny. All right, so here's the third question. I know this one. I know your answer already.
Really?
But I want to know the chimes.
Mm-hmm.
Chimes, would you rather shop in a store or online?
I already told y'all.
I know April is online. I mean, all April was talking about is online this whole time. The only stress she has is if the shipping doesn't come on time, so she ain't going to the store. You know what I'm
not. I'm not doing the
I don't like going to the store either. I'd much rather.
all the people, it's too much. Unless it's something that I can only get in a store, which is rare.
Right, that is rare.
But if it's something that I know, for instance, if you want to know what to get me for Christmas, anyone.
Why would anybody be?
I'm just saying it. You never know. I love Lush, and so you would have to probably go. Well, I guess you could get a gift card online.
A Lush gift card. So that's what April wants. Go ahead and get her a Lush gift card.
Because you're not going to? Is that what you were saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I have some specific things I'm getting you that you already told me about, so I already know.
Anyway,
I know you're not gonna buy it for yourself.
So
Kanique says online. Primo says online with exclamation points. So yeah,
exactly.
People are definitely like I think online's better for a number of reasons. I think Christmas season, people are usually nice until you start getting really close to Christmas. Then everybody's frantic and they're stressed. They're fighting over parking spaces.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Fighting over the toys inside, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with any of that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. And you can send it back easily.
That's the other
it's
thing.
not difficult.
That's true.
So
Amazon changed the game with that, by the way. I actually think online shopping wasn't as popular until Amazon made it easy to return stuff.
When you can take it back to Whole Foods and take it back,
and you're not worried about
Kohl's and all that. I love that.
You can take it back like all the way to January 31st, and sometimes it doesn't have to have the box. You can open it, use it, and take it back. Still.
I love that
that's,
so
that's
much.
the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brian says the same thing. Online, my shopping cart doesn't come with an attitude like sales reps.
Or
J.R.
Riggins.
Man, you know how old J.R. Riggins is?
Is it even open anymore?
First of all, I used to work at J.R. Riggins' sister store, JW.
Oh, that was.
And that was in high school. I graduated from high school in 1996. I think J.R. Riggins might have closed shortly after that. Wow. I don't think I could shop at J.R. Riggins still when I was in college because I think it was already closed.
It was. Yes, Primo, you can take it to Whole Foods.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
Yes. And so when you go to return or whatever, it'll have an option. You put down the options of where you can take it back. Usually Whole Foods is there, Kohl's is there, or of course UPS. What is it, UPS?
Yeah, there's some
UPS stores
and there's other drop centers and stuff like that.
Yes,
but
Hunty,
when you
can
look
take
in
that
there,
joint back to Whole Foods.
Whole Foods is definitely one of the places.
And Kohl's.
Yeah, which
Probably,
is dope.
Yeah,
you know
it is.
Kim Booker says the only place I go is Bath and Body. Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
Yeah. So you want to go in the actual store.
That's true.
In that situation.
I needed to go to Bath and Body Works for somebody. I did say that to you. I did say that's the only place, and the sales be off the chain.
Those are good sales.
Yeah,
that's true.
You can't really get Bath and Body Works on Amazon like you would. I mean, you can, but you know.
Amazon takes stuff they know you clearly used. I know.
Yes.
They don't care.
No.
By the way, I know a term from when I used to work at Circuit City back in the day. It's called RTVable. That means return to vendor. Like if you can return something to the actual vendor, then Circuit City would take it back with no problem. And I think that's what Amazon does too. As long as they have a deal with the people that they got the stuff from that you can send it back, they don't care. So you can just do whatever. It doesn't matter to them. I mean, they're making so much money during Christmas time. All right, so here's question number 4. How do you feel if what you got your spouse is something that he or she does not like?
Wait.
So
how do I feel if I got you something you don't like?
Right, and I wanted to ask the child the same thing. Like, how important is it to you that your spouse likes what you got them? Now, clearly, if you're just getting something off of the list, it's most likely they're going to like it. But what if you did something different? Like they asked for a specific brand of something and you couldn't find the exact brand. You got an off-brand of the same kind of thing, and they were clearly disappointed. How does that make you feel at Christmas time? Do you need your spouse to absolutely love what you got them?
Yes. I'm very disappointed.
You're very disappointed when I don't like it.
Yeah, and you usually take it back. Usually,
yeah. If I don't like it, I used to take it back.
Not only buys his own gifts, but whatever gift you decide to get him that he did not buy, the one thing he didn't actually buy, he will take it back.
And what do you think about that?
I have decided to accept that, and I've gotten used to that. So I just say to myself,
did it hurt you the first time I did it?
Yes.
Wow.
The first, second, third. But then I was like, okay, you know what? This is his thing.
Now they're on the 20. Now they're on our 23rd Christmas this year.
Right. I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna take this back, and I'm not gonna get offended. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm just gonna get it. He's gonna return it and probably get something better, or just totally not. Because let me tell y'all, I got him. I saved up my little allowance, and I got him golf lessons, right? And I was like, he's going to love this. I'm getting the golf lessons that he wanted. Multiple, like not just, he'll get one here and there, whatever, but like it was a set. So he takes the money. He's about to set it up, and then he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to save this for something else, he said. And then he's like, you know what? I think I want to use this to do something to my car. And then I was like, okay, babe, well, time went by. I was like, are you going to use it for, you know what? Because I saw him kind of spending it. And he was like, well, I think I'm just going to keep it and use it for, a trip. I'm going to just use it for a trip.
Now, this wasn't Christmas, though. This is just regular.
It was birthday.
Like a birthday gift.
Birthday.
You know what I'm saying?
And it is December. Your birthday's in September. And he still has not used it, y'all. So, I'm just like, what is that? What is that?
I'm getting jacked in the comments right now. You know what I'm saying? Catherine says they also resell it at a cheaper price. That's true.
Yes, they do.
Primo says I do not go out on a limb with gifts. Switched over to where Primo at. and so here's where I'm starting to get wax in the comments. John Stephen Nixon, I may have to vote for the other lady tonight. You taking stuff back you didn't buy?
Ooh, Primo, Team April tonight.
Brian talking about I'll tell her I am the true gift in my time to kill voice. Then I wake up and try to make amends in my just because category. Oh my goodness.
You're not getting no more gift shots.
Why not?
Exactly. Like, I want him to keep one of my. He literally
That's
has
not
not
true.
kept.
I keep
Name
gifts all
one.
the time.
Name you can't even remember a gift that you've kept.
Well, okay, this is my fifth question.
What's your fifth
My
question?
fifth question is: do you remember what you got for Christmas last year?
Do I remember?
Anybody? I want to know if the chimes remember, and I want to know what you remember too, because it's hard to remember. What did you get for Christmas last year? Do you remember?
She said Amazon gift card only. Exactly. You get whatever you want. I'm tempted to do that, but see, John wants gifts. That's the thing. He wants gifts. Like, he is really big about getting gifts. And when he doesn't get a good gift on Christmas, man, that is really, even if it's like a gift exchange thing or some kind of gift game, if John gets a whack gift, he is down in the dumps. It's like, I got a crap gift, you know. I'm like, babe.
I don't say crap.
So he likes gifts, okay?
Hey, look what Horace says. Wife bought me a really expensive trench coat, and I didn't like it. Felt so bad.
Oh.
Now, hold on. You're not clear here, Horace. Who felt so bad, you or her? Did you feel bad that you didn't like it, or did she feel bad that you didn't like it?
Right.
And did you return it? That's the more important thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you return it? I'm going to say, did you John it?
Did you John it?
Did you John it? Okay, because that's what it should be called. I'm going to John my
Mark
gifts.
McDonald says, I would see it as a fail if the wife didn't like the gift. I enjoy making the right choice in gifts for the wife. I agree with that.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that
Same
as
for
well.
the
You know what I'm saying?
husband.
Can you tell me
Same
what
for my
John
husband.
buy? Gift cards,
Exactly.
some I still haven't used. I don't remember the gifts, to be honest.
I don't either,
I don't remember
actually.
either.
Let
I
me
don't remember
think.
what
Let me
I got
think.
last year.
No, I got something really
I remember what
good
I
in
got
that
during the gift exchange. I got the back. Actually, I got this backpack right here.
But you know what?
I got this
John
backpack in the
bought
gift
it.
exchange.
John bought it for the gift exchange.
Correct.
And the gift exchange game, you know those games where you steal
So
people's stuff.
everybody got a gift. They brought it. It had to be in a certain price range. And the reason I bought this was because I was like, you know what? At least if no one else has a good gift, at least there'll be something that I want here. So I bought this, hoping that I could get it for myself if nothing else was good.
I'm trying to think what I got, because I got
And
something really
that
good.
thing is dope for travel because it has all these different bags that go inside of it, so I can like unzip it and make it big and all this stuff. So I like that bag. It's actually nice.
Well, I know.
But I don't remember anything else.
I know what I got at my job Christmas party that was dope, and that was one of those little bitty tiny fridges.
Oh, I remember that. Where's that?
I gave it to my sister to keep.
Oh, that's right. She keeps her stuff cold in school because you don't have a classroom anymore, so it's not that deep.
So I gave it to my sister to keep in the classroom because I had it. But that was a dope gift, and it was something else I got I was really happy about, but I don't remember. But it was something for the kitchen.
So does that make us ungrateful? Because I can't remember at all what I got for Christmas.
Well,
Besides, that might be the only thing actually. Because actually last year, I think we didn't get each other stuff. We kind of just participated in the game. And I think, so this is what happens with us.
No, sometimes we buy a gift for, like, we'll say, hey, we'll buy something
We're
going to
buy some furniture this year, or we're going to get a new car or something like that. And that'll be our Christmas gift. And we did something like that last year, I think.
We did.
But I don't think the chimes remember either. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. So
Kanique says, I never return stuff I don't like. I keep them for a few years and eventually donate it. See, to me, that's worse. That's worse. At least I'm honest with April up front, and I say, I don't like it. I'm not keeping it for 5 years to get dusty and then bump that. You know what I'm saying? If I can't wear it because I don't like it, I'm returning that joint. You know what I'm saying?
That is serious.
Horace said we both did. I
John
did. And bought a bunch of dress shirts and ties.
That is so funny.
Yeah, Horace. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh
So he said they both felt bad. He felt bad they didn't like it. She felt bad that he didn't like it. He Johned it. And they got a bunch of ties and shirts.
Oh, my goodness.
Primo says, there is a gift story I can't tell y'all with Shalita. And at our first Christmas, she will divorce me if I tell the story on Facebook. I'll tell y'all in a few weeks in person. That's exactly what we need.
to
What
tell us.
are y'all getting here, by the way?
will
Tell us.
not forget
First
that.
of all, I'm saying y'all, but I'm assuming both of y'all are coming. I know you're coming to DC for Christmas. I don't know if Shalita's coming too. If she is, I need
She
the
better
story.
be.
I need the story told in front of her because I want to see her facial expression.
I have got to hear this story.
Catherine says, "You are right. We don't remember because we give too many gifts at one time. This year, I limited the gifts. That may be part of it. It may be part of it. We give it too much.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
You just get one big gift.
I
One
agree.
good one.
I agree with that.
You know?
Yeah.
2 to 3.
All right, so we're gonna make a deal.
Okay.
We're gonna make a deal this year. I'm gonna be clear about what I want, and then no matter what you get me, I'm not going to return it, even if you don't get me the thing I asked for.
You know what? The thing about it is, John be asking for gifts that's $5,000.
That's not true.
It is.
The stuff I want for my car is like $200.
That is not true.
I want the Chrome Delete kit.
No,
for
John,
my
I'm not
Model
getting
3.
you the kit. Guys, I'm not getting him the kit because he wants me and him to go put it on. That I'm not doing that.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We
See?
are not bootlegging.
Hold on. So this is another conversation that we could have, and that is, I think one of the reasons why I return stuff so often is because April rarely gets me exactly what I asked for. That's usually what happens.
You are not telling the truth.
I'll give you a good example.
John, that is not the truth.
I'll give you an excellent
Give
example.
an example.
So it wasn't Christmas though.
See, that is not true.
It is true.
I don't get you what you want.
You get me what I
Wow.
want, but not exactly what I asked for.
That's not true. That is not. You can't even say what it is.
I
You
can.
are not telling the truth.
I can. It's a pair
Okay,
of
so
Jordans
first-
that are right behind us right now.
I got you that you didn't want.
You got the wrong color. Remember?
You didn't tell me the color.
I thought I
You
did.
told me the number. See?
Maybe you're right.
You
I
didn't
thought
tell
I
me no
I thought I
color.
told you the
No,
color.
you did not. You told me the number. Wow, I didn't even know that.
But we returned them gladly and got the other color, and you were happy that I liked the Jordans. I still got the same Jordans that you had, but just a different color. The right
By the
color.
way, we probably should have just made this the show tonight.
We probably should have.
I didn't know we could go this long talking about this.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
my
wow. Didn't
goodness.
hear John and April say something was wrong for keeping unwanted gifts. No chime is safe.
Oh my goodness.
MLK weekend, we are both there. Okay.
Oh.
Well, MLK weekend, I'm going out of
Oh,
town.
John's gonna be gone, guys.
I'm going on a golf trip MLK weekend.
Well, we'll see how long because you get the weekend. Yeah, we'll talk.
Hey,
about that.
Horace said no. Tell it in Facebook Messenger and add me. he wants a story too.
He wants a story.
Yeah, you should have told us in here, man.
Exactly.
Now the chime's gonna be going crazy.
Okay,
like, yo.
guys, since we've been talking about this for so long, we haven't gotten to the subject yet. We
All
got
right.
to move to the topic.
here's the
but
topic
before
right
we
now.
move to the
Okay,
topic,
forget
we
that.
want
Go
you
ahead.
to
What is it?
share
So
that we can now bring on some other folk for the topic. Since we had a little family time talking about Christmas and all that.
Right.
Let's go ahead and let's share. Come on, everybody. Just press that share button and
Yes.
say.
Or if you're on YouTube, you have to copy the link and send it to somebody or something like that. Whatever.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know how that works.
Well,
on YouTube.
whatevs. All right.
All right, here's the topic. So, marriage is not 50-50. Well, I think some people think it is, or some people want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
or are expecting it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that means a number of things, right? So, I think each person in the marriage should be giving 100%. So that's what people sometimes mean when they say marriage is not 50-50, but that's not what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marriage is not, Mark McDowell says,
Thank
John.
you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for sharing. Marriage is not 50-50. What people mean by that when they say it the way we heard it recently is that sometimes you as the spouse are going to be putting in more than 50% or less than 50%, depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you have life experiences, you have seasons in your marriage, maybe we could call it,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on the situation and the things that are going on in your relationship, it could mean we need to put in more effort in one particular area in order to keep the household running, or less effort in another area. And so it ends up being 70-30, where I'm doing 70% of something and April is doing 30% of something. It could be 80-20, where April's doing 80% of something and I'm doing 20% of something. And so we heard Michelle Obama, basically, this is an older clip. You probably have
Just
seen this
old.
before.
I'm sure you've seen it.
She basically makes this statement. I'm going to play it for you right now.
If I look over my marriage, if I were to judge it in
I don't hear
year
it.
5 or year
see.
10, there was never 50-50. Somebody was always
I don't know why I don't
giving
hear
way
it.
Can y'all hear
more.
it?
Someone always needed a different kind of thing.
I'm gonna
you
do it
have to
over.
evolve with it.
But I think I'm going to put on this
and so,
microphone
yeah,
right
there
here.
were times when I felt like I was 70%.
I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to put on this mic right here so you can hear it through those speakers.
If I look over my marriage, if I were to judge it in year 5 or year 10, there was never 50-50. Somebody was always giving way more. Someone always needed a different kind of thing. You have to evolve with it. And so, yeah, there were times when I felt like I was 70% in and he was doing 30% because of the choices that I made in the terms of how I wanted our family to look. Yeah. I had to take my foot off of my career gas pedal, never putting on the brake, but slowing up a little bit. Those are the natural compromises that are required. And I feel bad when I see young people giving up on their relationships because there are periods of hard. So I think it's important for us to be honest in those conversations, not to glamorize what a partnership feels like, because then young people quit too soon.
All right. So I really like that comment. I really like that clip. But a couple of things struck me right away. Okay, so the first thing is that Michelle says that her marriage was never 50-50. That surprised me a little bit, because if I were to think about it, if somebody were to ask me, like, is your marriage ever 50-50, I would say we have probably had some times in our marriage where it felt like we were evenly sort of distributing the load in the family. There have been some other times that are obviously lopsided one way or the other, but I felt like there were some times where it was kind of 50-50. And then if I really thought about it, which I did, I thought to myself, actually, that's not true. I can't think of even one time where it was 50-50.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Where we felt like it was or where it actually was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other thing that struck me is that the examples that she gave, she never says in her example that Barack did more than her. Now, she didn't sound like she was maligning him in any way.
Right.
It's just, and maybe she was just giving examples from her own perspective, and that's
babe.
it. But, I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. The example she gave made it seem like there have been times in their lives where she had to shoulder more of the load, and I think she's talking specifically about the duties in the household. She talked about, wanting things to be a certain way in their family. So my assumption is she's talking about ways that she wanted to raise the girls and things like that made it so that she had to put in more work than Barack was doing. Obviously, he was running for president and then becoming president and, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, those two things struck me.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. So I guess I want to start off with a question. Do you think marriage can be 50-50?
No.
Do you think that's what we should be striving for?
I honestly do not feel that a healthy marriage, I don't think that 50-50 is, I don't think that 50-50 is good for marriage, period.
You mean like that mentality?
The mentality.
Okay. Why?
And the reason why I say that is because I feel like if you have a mindset of, we're going to be 50-50 in this marriage, I think it turns into competition, and it turns into kind of a keeping record or scorekeeping. I did this, so now you need to do that.
Okay.
Or I've done this much and you didn't do that much. Now I'm resenting you. Now I'm upset at you because I did this many things this week and you didn't do this many things. Or, here are the duties that I have and you only have to do that one thing or those two things. So I think that it becomes a competition. And then you end up fighting each other because you're not equal.
Yeah.
So you can't really be trying to be equal in that type of way.
So then that's what you think people mean when they say, let's just do 100-100. Like, I'm just giving my all the time, whatever it is I need to do.
And honestly, I'm going to just say this. This is something that I might get slammed for this. I don't know. I don't even think you can give 100-100.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. I'm going to explain that. 100-100, I would say I can give 100%. I can say I can give 100% in the areas where I'm strong.
Okay. So I'm giving max effort in the area where I'm strong. I'm
giving max effort, ability, all of that. I think you can give 100% in more of your strength,
Okay.
but I may not be able to give 100%. And I'm talking because the 100%, I could think I'm giving 100%, and you think I'm giving 50
Because you're not good at it?
because I might be not that be that good at it. I
Okay.
might not be that good at it.
Okay.
That might not be my strength.
Okay.
Not that I can't do it.
Right.
But it may not ever be 100% in your eyes.
Right.
It may be I can do that, but I do it at 30%.
Okay.
Or I do it at 70. But I can do these 5 things at 100. But those 2 things that you want me to do, I do them. But it's hard for me to do them at 100% because that's just not my gift. That's not my strength.
Okay.
Now, can I get stronger? Can I start off at 30% and end up at 80? Yeah. But I may not ever get to 100% on that. So,
Okay.
so when we say, give 100%, I think sometimes we think at everything that I do. And I'm saying, I already know that I can't. I know I don't give 100% at everything.
Right.
Because everything that's on the list is not my strength.
Okay.
But I think the things that are, I do give 100% at that.
Okay, so then what should couples be striving for then? Are we striving for a feeling that neither one of us is out here on our own just doing everything? Is it enough for you? And this is what I really want to know, because let's just be
That's
100.
good, babe.
Let's just be 100 with this though, because my profession is such, it has changed recently a little bit, but I've spent my career as a pastor, and pastoral ministry has a lot of demands. I'm working 24/7, relatively. People are always sort of wanting to get at you for whatever reason. Your job for all these years has been elementary school and middle school teacher, which is very draining and all of that. When you've had a church school situation, now you're seeing the parents of your kids at church every week. So that was a whole nother thing. So my question is, did you ever feel like you were just doing everything in the relationship? And what things did I do to make it so that you didn't feel that way anymore? Was it enough that I wasn't necessarily doing the equal amount that you were doing? If in fact that's the way you felt like it was.
I mean, there were times when I felt like I was doing everything, even though nobody's ever doing everything.
Right. We know that's true. But
sometimes
that's how you
can
felt.
feel that way.
Yes. Right.
I have felt that way.
Yeah.
I think that is a hard place to be, because I think when you feel like you're doing everything, I do believe that can cause strife within the relationship.
Of course.
Because you feel like it's all on you.
Right.
And you feel burdened by that. You feel stressed by that.
Right.
And you feel like you're not getting any help.
Right.
So I do not think that's a good place to be.
Correct.
Now, there are times when, okay, this is a period of time that this is going to be where you have, when you were working on your doctorate, I knew I was going to hold most of the brunt of the house,
Yes.
household things that
Right.
we had to do.
Right.
But I knew that was going to end.
Right.
We had a deal.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be doing this. Are you okay with this, that, and the other? Yes, I'm going to support you. Boom. But if it's like, okay, this is never ending.
This is
Wait a
indefinite.
minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Like,
Right.
we haven't talked about this.
Right.
I think that's where you can get some resentment. You can get somebody feeling like, this is never ending. What's happening right now? I'm by myself.
Right.
I'm all alone.
Right.
And you don't have a teammate who's helping you live this life,
Yeah.
this busy life. So I think that's where, there can be conflict when you're feeling like have you ever felt like you had to do everything? Like everything was on you?
Never overall in our relationship, but maybe with certain tasks. There are certain things that I feel like I'm always the one that has to do them. And if that doesn't happen, if I don't do it, it won't get done. So, it's never been like the overarching feeling of our relationship. And honestly, as I say that, I think to myself, man, that's a lot to go through. When we talk about this, I kind of feel bad. I feel bad that you've had those times, because I feel like that could feel like despair, or
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think it has to do with profession.
Right,
Too.
right.
I do. And I think, like with what Michelle was saying, I think she could relate to this. Sometimes I feel like, man, if me and Michelle
it'd
talk,
be your
even
girl,
though
man.
she be my girl, but I mean, of course, the level is very different when it comes to presidency.
Of course.
And,
Right.
But you can still have the same feeling of, this is all, I've felt many times in our marriage, and I'm expressing something that I don't know. I mean, I've probably shared with you before, but I'm just telling it now.
Right.
But the idea of it's all about you. It's all about your job.
Right.
It's all about what you want.
Right.
Because you control the schedule and whatever. Like, just not having that freedom to be able to just say, hey, this is what's going to happen or this is not going to happen.
Right.
Could not happen at times. And
Right.
so it made me feel like, not that it was, but that you were in, your job made it so that it was like, you Obama everything.
Right.
I
Instead
don't
of
say
saying the other
you
word.
Trump everything. I say you anyway, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that we had that where I felt like, everything was about you. Everything was about your job. Everything was about how you felt because your job was the most stressful or the most demanding. And
or that mine was a calling, and
yours was a calling.
It was higher because God is the one that asked me to do this or something like that. There's a feeling of that.
Even though I felt God called me to what I'm doing, but it's different in even in our culture. We feel like, if you're called by God to preach the word, your stuff definitely holds a higher value over. Which I don't think anymore.
So you feel bad even expressing that you're feeling like it's all about me or whatever, because I don't want to besmirch or belittle in any way this thing that God called you to or whatever. I don't want to disrespect
even things like going on vacation and us having to cut our vacation because
somebody died. Like
and I know, not trying to be inconsiderate or not loving towards the people that are going through something very serious. But
you always understood, and we always went home.
Always.
But you always had that feeling of, oh man, here's another reminder.
Here's another reminder that I have no control over this. Like my life is controlled by his job.
Right.
And not that it really, not
it's
that it really
feeling.
was, but it's a feeling.
Yeah.
So I think, what Michelle was talking about, I think that, she may have felt that as well. Like she had to put her career on the back burner because, he's running for president. How you going to be like, no?
I mean, you could.
You could, but I'm saying that's,
he's probably not going to win.
You see the potential. You see he has
he's
the talent.
Not winning the presidency if his wife is not fully supportive like she was.
No, he's not.
Honestly.
No.
And she knew that probably.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
She did.
Yeah.
And she saw the potential. When you see the potential in your spouse and you know they can do it and you're rooting for them, you're their biggest fan, you're not going to be like, nah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be a lawyer and I want to be the best lawyer. I want to be so whatever.
So back again to, because I asked a question, I don't really think you answered it yet. And that is, clearly things have never been 50-50.
No.
Okay.
Never.
It's never been that way.
No.
So my question is, in that situation where you're feeling in despair, like you were alone, that it was
despair.
like it's you and this is never going to end, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You obviously felt like it was just you. Was it enough to feel like I was on the team with you, even though we didn't necessarily have the same role? You just wanted a teammate. Is that?
Yes.
Am I hearing that right?
Yes.
So you didn't have to. It didn't have to be where all of a sudden I was shouldering as much of the load as you. You just wanted to feel like you weren't doing it by yourself.
Not even that. And you guys chime in and tell me what you think about this. But I also feel like when it's not 50-50, because that's not really possible. That's very hard.
Yeah, it is.
If you can do the 50-50 thing and you not compete and you not do a checklist, whatever, kudos to you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it is 70-30, then the 70 that I do, I don't want to be criticized. No, I'm serious. I don't want you criticizing me about my 70. Again, because I may not be 100% in all those 70s.
Right.
In that
70%. In that extra stuff you're having to do, you're probably doing some stuff that is outside of your comfort zone because you have to do it just to keep the family running.
There you go.
So I don't really want to hear your mouth during that time. when
I'm
I
not
got to do
loading
this
the
extra.
dishwasher perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
And so it's like it's very hard when you are doing more or you feel like you are.
Right.
Or there's an agreement that you're doing more.
Right.
And then you're getting criticized about what you are doing or what you didn't do. didn't do at all
Right.
that was on the list
Right.
that you may have overlooked because of the fact that you're doing the 70, I think that makes it worse. And then that can cause a whole nother set of feelings.
Yeah.
Then that causes you to feel like you are not appreciated for what you are doing. So there's a whole thing, honey.
Yes.
There's
All
a
right.
whole thing.
So now, because we obviously went a long time with the other thing tonight, in order for us to end on time, we got to get to the chimes very
Babe,
soon.
this our show. We don't have to end on time. What
You're
you
right.
talking about?
That's true. But here's what I was going to ask you.
If you still talking, you go
what
ahead
I was going
go.
to ask you now is then Michelle's comments were directed at young people. She
Yes.
was basically saying that she feels like young people in relationships give up too early because they hit difficult patches. And sometimes the difficulty, I think she's suggesting this, sometimes the difficulty that they're facing is related to this expectation that it was going to be 50-50 and it's not.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm doing way more than I thought I was going to have to.
Right.
I didn't sign up for this. I'm out. So what would you say to a younger couple about this specifically, right? I don't know that it's actually possible to have it all at the same time. If you want to have a family, you may have to put some other things on hold, like sounded like what Michelle was suggesting was she had to pause or slow down, put some brakes on. She said, I put the brakes on my career. She said, I didn't totally stop it, but I put the brakes on it because of some things I wanted to do at home with my kids. I think she was basically saying that she felt she could have gone all the way with her career,
Right.
but she feels like something probably would have suffered, and it probably would have been the girls. Sound like what she's saying. I'm just now extrapolating. Like, she didn't actually say that, but I'm just extrapolating. So what would you say to a young couple who is thinking about starting a family? Each one in the relationship has career aspirations and things like that. Do you think they should go for it? You know, go ahead and have the family and both of y'all do the full-blown career thing and, you know, just don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you, if they came to you for advice, what kind of advice would you give them? If there's a girl who is dating a guy and they're maybe thinking about getting married, and it's clear that the guy wants her to put her career on hold to have a family when it comes time, and she's like, I'm not sure about that. Would you advise her not to marry this guy? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? What kind of
Okay,
things did
so
you
I
think
just
of?
took a couple of notes because there are 4 things that I think could happen. And
You came with 4 things just now with that, man.
Yes, I want you to comment on those.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Because I want your opinion about this too. But I would say that this is what I'm seeing. I'm not saying that, you know, none of these are wrong
Okay.
or right. They're just
Okay.
they're just options.
You're just
okay?
observing now.
So, I've noticed
you're pretty
that.
good at this, man. You should have a show.
Aw, thanks, babe.
Anyway, go ahead.
Now you got me all off track.
You said I noticed that.
I noticed that some couples, and it's not necessarily, I mean, I don't know what you consider young, because I still think I'm young, honey.
As do I.
I would still consider myself, but I see what Michelle's saying. She
She must be talking about people in their
early years
30s.
of marriage.
Maybe late 20s, early 30s. Who knows?
But I'm saying
maybe
this
first part of their
I'm
marriage.
saying this in later, couples are older, than 30.
But earlier in their marriage?
But not necessarily. This is
Okay.
just whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
You're just
whatever.
saying this in marriage.
I guess early in the marriage. I guess so. I guess under 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
Sacrificing, I've seen, and this is not necessarily a good option, but it's a choice, whatever. Sacrificing the upbringing of your children so that you can have your career. Now, I want to say I think that a child can still be brought up in a great home, even though a parent put their job first.
Okay.
I do believe that.
You think that's possible?
I think it is possible. But I'm saying maybe not at the level that you had planned. Maybe not at what you thought about when you thought about raising your children. Oh, I want to do this, this, and this, and this, and then it comes down to you choosing between having to do these things for your children or your child, or having your career, and you decide, okay, I'm going to cut some of that so that I can have my career. So my child's not going to get all of the awesome upbringing that I had in mind, but they still will have a good life. They'll still be brought up.
You think it's possible that they can have a B, 80% or whatever, 85, whatever percent upbringing.
Yeah.
It may not be an A, but it's still, it's
Still
good.
good
It's a passing
upbringing.
grade
And-
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
and the
I can still
child-
have my career.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think that is possible.
Yes.
So that would be up to you.
Okay.
Would
Yes.
you rather somebody else have your child most of the time, when at first
So this is the advice you're giving the person. You're saying to them, hey,
yeah, I mean,
something's
got to
give.
Something's got to give. You can't do it all.
Right.
It's not possible.
Right. Right.
And if you do try to do it all, it's not going to be at 100%.
Right. Not everything's going to be at
No, it's not going to be at
the highest level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can say, which I see a lot of people doing, especially my age friends, and that is they decided to put their career first before even having children.
Oh, I
they
see.
married.
Okay.
Yes, they married.
Okay.
Or married later or whatever.
Yes.
And they decided, I'm going to have my career.
Yes.
And later I will do the family thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not trying to do both of those at the same time, though.
Not trying
I'm
to do
gonna have
both at
my
the same
career
time.
and do what I want to do, and then I'll try to do a family.
Right.
Right.
Or I've seen have the family, and then the kids grow up, we have the family right away.
Right.
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 And like us, we about to be empty nesters. We can have our second career, whatever, later. Then you can do the whole thing if you'd like, you know, after your children are, because you decided to go ahead and start early so you can have them all done.
Right.
By 45, they both out the house, whatever.
Right, exactly.
And then you can go ahead and delve into the career then.
And we'll actually be 47 when Julia's out. So
right.
Yeah,
So, you know.
that's good.
And then, or you can decide to support each other. You have the kids and you say, okay. And I've seen couples do that. I think Tam did this.
Okay.
Tamla Brown. I think that she and her husband did this. Chance.
Yeah.
And that was, he decided to allow Tam to work on her career. And it took years.
Yeah.
She got what she wanted to be. And now she's like, okay, babe, it's your turn.
Okay.
So they decided to take turns on
Yes,
that, which I think is cool too.
So the assumption then
take
is
turns. You
the
may not
assumption
know.
is if Chance and Tabitha had children during the time.
I meant Tab, not Tam. Tab. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Tabitha.
So if the two of them had children during the time she was working her career, the assumption is that her husband was the main caregiver for the family.
Right.
Because he was letting her work on her career.
That's what they. And I don't know all the details, but I do know she says that she was, working on her stuff. They decided. I mean, I think they even moved, and she went and trying to do the acting thing. He supported her, and now she's where she's been trying to be, and now she's supporting him in his endeavors. So I like that too.
Yeah,
I think
I think we talked about that on the show one time. Actually,
we did. I
so
think
so you got basically, young person comes to you in their relationship. They come with they come for advice. What do I do in the situation where I'm trying to figure out how to have it all? You say you can't have it all. You're going to have to pick something. Either sacrifice the kids' upbringing or go ahead and have your job and then have a family. Or start off by
having the family
early and then do your career thing later once they grow up and leave the house.
Exactly.
Or just support each other. One person do theirs, and once they get theirs going, the other one do theirs.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good conversation because I think that opens a person's mind to the other possibilities, and I think automatically it changes expectations. Because I may go in saying, you know what, it's going to be like this, and then I don't realize my significant other might have something else in mind altogether. And these are other options that could allow, because I think the reality is you can be happy in any of those situations if you knew beforehand and chose it. Not if you just ended up sort of just
falling into those.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It is.
I thought it was going to be like this, and man, I
my
married this dude, and
goodness.
he don't help at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always by myself doing stuff. Like, what in the world?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
you usually see that before. But sometimes you're blind. The blinders are on.
You're right. There are usually signs beforehand that something like that might happen.
Always
yeah,
signs.
you're right.
Especially
That's true.
if you've allowed time to tell.
Yes.
If you allow time to tell, you will see what you're gonna get.
That's true.
Because whatever you see is gonna be worse when you get married.
That's true.
That's what we always tell couples. Whatever you see is gonna be 10 times worse.
Because you're gonna be so much more comfortable with being yourself.
Yeah, man. You relax.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
You relax. And that's not negative. That's just reality.
Right.
It's just reality.
Mark says, same Michelle who had her mom doing the babysitting. How about we get grandma weigh in too? Yeah, that would be nice to get her perspective on it.
But there is still, and I will say, even if you have grandma babysitting, it's not about babysitting all the time.
Right.
Sometimes it's about, doing specific things that you want with your, even though grandma might be babysitting, it may be that you want a specific type of relationship with your kids, and that takes time. That takes effort. That takes intentionality.
That's
so, just because somebody's babysitting doesn't mean necessarily that it's not always about babysitting.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Brian says 50-50 means both parties are putting in just enough to say they did something, but isn't fully in it. 51-51 means you're about the collective and not self. That 50 says I'm not sure of us enough to give majority of me to this covenant. So you're saying, I guess Brian is saying that he doesn't like the idea of 50-50 because it's not, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm giving my all. It just means part.
Right. You need to be giving a little more.
Right. Kim Booker says, I don't think it's ever 50-50. Most of the time I have pulled more weight because of flexibility of my job, but not Alan as more flexibility and pulls more weight.
Okay, so
now she's saying. So she's saying now because he has the flexibility, he's
okay.
able to do it.
And
pull
that's
more
what
weight.
happens too. You have to be ready for that change. It could be that things change because of circumstances, and now you're pulling more to weight.
It's true. I have a good example of that. Like, I drop off and pick up Julia from school every day now.
When I was
where
doing
April
that
was
for
doing that for years. Now, of course, in her situation, she was going to the same school usually, and so
but still,
it was convenient.
It was still a lot. I had to be
but
waiting on folks
that's
getting
right,
ready
exactly,
and all that.
exactly. Now I'm getting up every morning going to get her ride and taking her in the first place. Primo says 100% effort does not mean 100% effective. It's about effort only. So he's saying what you said earlier about the whole I might not be that good at it, but at least I can give some effort.
Give some effort,
even
and,
if it's
that's
not
it,
my.
That's it, Primo.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Yeah.
100%. So you need to be Team April because we're on the same page.
Brian said 100 is too much. Our spouses aren't meant to have our everything. They can have our best. 100 can head to codependency and not clarity needed by both parties at any given time. Interesting.
Okay.
Catherine says it's all about perspective. Your 50-50 or 100 view may not be viewed by the same person in the same light, so it would never match up equally. That's a good point.
So true. That is
I could
very
think
true.
I'm doing it, and the other person's like, yeah, that's not what I was looking for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I still pull more weight, Kim says, with the kids being their mother. They lean on me more naturally.
Yeah.
I think that's still the case in some things with our relationship. There are
Definitely.
certain things the kids look to April for, and there's certain things they look to me for, depending on what the circumstance is. Like, if they're talking about, technology or how to fix something or anything, putting something together, you know what I'm saying? They're always coming to me. And I'll be in the bed, and John coming in there talking about some, hey, Dad,
find
do we
this
have one of
cord.
those adapters? I'm like, we do, but it's in the basement. You know what I'm saying? And I just got into bed. Oh, man, Deb, I really need that to make my screen work. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Why can't you ask your mother? Okay, she doesn't know anything about this.
I do too.
Well, somewhat, but,
Not to go get it
No,
in the middle
exactly.
of the night. You're right.
Mark says, life is a problem. We all have different ways of addressing and resolving problems. Most times, people view their activity and efforts as the most effective and best problem solver. That's true.
Very
we often
true.
think of that
We
of
do.
as ourselves,
We
and we're
do. We
often
do.
not right. Dad says, what we've learned is not to measure at all. Just give our best all the time, whether or not you think your spouse is giving their best. That's how Jesus does us, and marriage is the best opportunity you will ever have to live like Jesus. I agree with that. I actually
Yes.
think that in marriage, measuring is always going to be a problem.
Always.
It's always going to lead you
Always.
to be against each other. You're going to be in competition with each
yeah.
other. And that's not what you want
No.
ever.
And you're going to always think you're doing more.
Always, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So honestly, it would be best to just give your best to your spouse all the time without trying to measure it or take score or say I did this or
Yeah.
whatever.
And what I will say is when I'm doing something and it is for my spouse and we may not be on good terms at the moment, I will say, Lord, I'm doing this for you.
Right.
Because that's the only way I can do it.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it's hard to give that 100% when you might be mad. No, really. I think that is a good way to,
That's true. I agree.
Lord,
Yeah. Lord, do it
You
through me.
deserve
You know what I'm
this.
saying? For real. Primo says, that's exactly what I meant. Best explained by everyone's pastor. He's talking about what Dad said.
Oh, exactly. Dad is definitely everyone's pastor.
Mark McDonald said, my dad said the 3 biggest decisions you make in life: the God you choose, the spouse you choose, and the job you choose. In that order, priorities. God first, after God is family, after family is job. I can
totally
that.
agree with you on
Yeah,
that one.
definitely. No question.
That is so true.
Well,
Yeah.
we actually got everything done at 9:59. That's actually pretty good. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying?
Yeah,
That's not
that
bad
is
at all.
good.
So now it's just time for me to win. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead
I don't
and
know,
put
babe. Because Primo's
Team
voting
John
for me tonight. He already said it.
tonight. No,
If
I think
Primo,
he was
if Primo
joking.
says Team April, I won. Like, no matter what.
if Primo says Team April, you win for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
we have
Primo.
like 4 or 5 shows left, whatever, 3 shows. I don't know.
We literally said the same thing tonight. And I don't know when you put that comment up. You could have put that comment up at the exact same time I was talking.
I don't think it matters because I think Primo is loyal.
Come on, Primo.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Primo.
Think about it. Primo is a military guy. Military guys. You know what I'm saying? Team return it. That's what I'm talking about. That's me. Thank you, Horace.
Wow, Horace.
Go ahead and John that thing, y'all. John that thing. You know
Come on,
guys.
Team
return it.
return it.
So,
Team
seriously, babe, I'm not returning. Whatever it is you give me this year.
You're not going to return it back?
I will not.
But are you going to use it or are you going to do a...
I'm not going to do like Kanique. No, I will not.
And keep it and
I will not like Kanique.
Give it to Goodwill.
No, I will not put it in the back of the closet for 2 years and then give it to Team Jopro, Team Apron.
I love it.
Very nice, Mark.
I like that.
But notice he put J first. I won.
Oh, wow. No, but Prill is much more letters than Joe.
That is true.
Or Ja.
That's a good point. You're right.
Oh, my goodness.
I think you both win. You both hit great points.
Yay.
Thank you very much, Catherine.
Thanks, Catherine.
Thank you so very much. Listen, man, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not keeping score. You know what I mean?
Aww. Liar. He over there doing like this on the side, putting tally marks.
Stop the press.
Not only based on the show, but April matched her makeup with her sweatshirt. Oh, you looked at that. You noticed that.
And you know what's funny? The funny thing is,
Primo said Team April.
Now,
I thought I would never see this.
The thing is that we happen to be wearing Primo's color green, his Eagles green right now. But the Eagles got waxed by the Cowboys recently.
Don't try to change the subject here.
I can't believe Primo. Just
first of all, noticed that I matched my makeup with my shirt, and then he said Team April. I think I need to screenshot this. I need you to take a screenshot right now. Shift Command 3. No, Shift Command 4.
That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Shift Command 4. There you go.
You want to do it like this then?
Yes. Go ahead and.
No. Shift Command 3 is what I want.
No, you want Shift Command 4.
The problem is...
Because it takes a picture of that. Shift Command 4, right there. There you go. There you go.
You want it just like this?
No, just that one right there. There you go. So that I can show this.
You gonna show it where?
At the next whatever, when Primo says he's never said Team April. Because he's going to say that later on.
He might.
But he said it tonight. I cannot believe it.
So that means that's it.
That means I won for the rest of the year.
You know what I'm saying?
He said you better scream.
This is it. That's it. We are done.
That's a great Christmas present.
I'm
so excited.
We are done. There's no more of this from now on.
This is the best show ever.
It's hilarious, man. Oh my goodness.
Hope you guys have a great Christmas. I mean, we do have another week before Christmas, though.
Yeah,
We're acting like that this is the show before Christmas.
No, it's not. But that's okay. We'll do another one of these kind of quiz things next week.
I think the next one we need to talk about food. Christmas food.
Horse up on some first the Fat Boys, now this. Yeah. Next week we're gonna talk about food, and y'all gonna have to come with your what are the things that you have to have at Christmas. In fact, we might do a little thing.
Some people don't cook like they do at Thanksgiving, Christmas time. We do, but some people don't. Some people go out to eat.
I think that's a travesty. If you go out to eat on Christmas, I don't know why. I just feel like or like order in or something like that.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you gotta cook.
So I'm gonna announce this. I don't know, but I might have a rap for the chimes next week. So y'all can see my skills and that I actually.
If April raps next week.
Me and my girl, we're rappers back in the day.
This better be
Allie
good.
and men.
I'm gonna find you a beat. You know what I'm saying?
So,
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully you're, doing good. And 9 o'clock, same time, same place.
Love y'all. Blasphemy to go out to eat for Christmas. Exactly, Mark.
I agree.
Bye, guys.